dedicated to the great outdoors. It's Southern Woods and Waters with Hugh McNaughton. Southern Woods and Waters is brought to you by Gander Mountain, Greenform Construction, the Burns Insurance Group, Cunningham Buick GMC, Nashville Marine, America's Motorsports. And now, here's Hugh.
All right, welcome everyone to this Thursday night's edition of Southern Woods and Waters, and we hope you're having a great night tonight. We have got a fantastic show for you tonight. These two guests, every time they come on, it's excitement. It's all about the fishing. These guys are eat up with fishing. I'm telling you, they love it. It's tattooed on them. I think they have fish blood in their veins. But these two are awesome. I've been able and been blessed to get to go with them for 2 or 3 times, and every time they are a hoot. Not only will you catch fish, but you'll lose weight because you're laughing so hard you'll lose it. I promise. Let's wind down to introduce my guest to you tonight. I have with me tonight Nick Adams, and that's J.G. Allman. They are with Tennessee Moving Water Guide Service. And guys, y'all are awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks, you. Good to see you, buddy.
Thanks, buddy, for being here.
Good to see you again, man.
I'll tell you what. Now, you guys, I follow y'all on Facebook, and I like every time y'all put something on there. You're always got one about looks like a submarine out there, like a torpedo. Muskie, pike.
No pike.
No pike.
No pike.
You ain't call any pike yet.
Not around here.
Not around here.
Just
All
up
right.
north.
Just muskie, smallmouth, striper, largemouth, of course.
We don't fish for largemouth.
Y'all don't fish for them? You don't accidentally catch one or two?
I mean, here and there, but me and JG were fishing on our birthdays. We had a little scoring system. If you caught a largemouth, it was -2 points.
Oh!
Yeah.
Now, y'all are serious.
Yeah. It's about the moving water, man.
Now, guys, you do not fish lakes.
Not at
You
all.
fish rivers and streams and creeks that are uninhibited really by dams. It's mainly current flowing, moving water.
Free-flowing water.
Free flowing water.
Pretty much. We fish some tail races here and there. But
Yeah,
pretty much
yeah,
free-flowing.
but mainly it's in the rivers, the creeks,
It's where the water's moving, man. That's where we're at.
and if nobody's ever experienced that, I want to set this up for you in the fact that there's a difference between a lake smallmouth and a river smallmouth.
Yep.
The one being the lake smallmouth, kind of lackadaisical, he doesn't have to do very much. But
He
that
can act
river
like
boy,
a largemouth.
yeah, he acts like a
little bit more.
largemouth.
Yep.
But that river boy, now he's got to work. And
Yep.
he's got muscle tone and all this. He's got the 6-pack abs.
Yeah, that's right.
And what we
Like a
like
bodybuilder.
And what we like to say, man, is it's like a 21-year-old country boy on a little bit of whiskey. You know, that's compared to a largemouth, man, because
Because they got attitudes.
yeah, they got
These
attitudes, and
smallmouth in
they're
the
fighting
river,
all day in the current.
and they are eat up with attitude. They are ready to get it on just at any time, and they're not scared of anything.
No.
And where a lake, it's different. They are lethargic a little bit. They do act more like a largemouth. I mean, don't get me wrong; they're still fun to catch. They were still one of the great fighters that there is as far as bass. But there is a difference in river smallmouth and lake smallmouth.
And in the creek smallmouth, too. There's a difference in
yeah.
those, because, I mean, we're catching some 21+ inch smallmouth in
creeks?
in 6 inches of water.
Yeah.
Me and JG both caught a 21 2 days ago, and both of them were in less than a foot of water. Hit
Less
a top
than a foot of water.
Just
you want to
slammed
talk
it.
about a mad fish.
Yeah, you know what they do then?
What
They
are
go
doing?
straight
What are they
up.
doing there in a foot of water right now?
Feeding.
They're feeding.
Post spawn, they're there to eat.
Now we just had the full moon,
Right.
And I know you guys are avid watchers of the moon phase, and because that kind of tells you what I need to be fishing with. At the end of the full moon, we know they've already had a crawfish spawn or a crawfish hatch. And then they come out of the mud and stuff like that. And that's what a smallmouth, he's looking for.
Yeah.
He's looking for that all-protein diet right now.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what a crawfish gives him, is an all-protein diet.
Yeah.
So
one thing we noticed on Tuesday is all the big fish we had were they were near deep water. So we had this one pool in mind where we went to this stream where we know they spawn, and he and I were like kids. We're shaking just knowing that giant fish is in this pool.
Yeah.
We fished this pristine pool. We didn't get a bite.
Not a bite.
Not a bite. But as soon as we got to that moving water near that pool,
They were there.
they were there. And he wasn't kidding, man. We're talking 8, 10, 12 inches of water. They were there to eat, and they were there for the stream to funnel them the food, and they are there to sit and eat. And they're right there by that 8, 10 foot deep water, but they were in 8, 10 inches of water, and it was awesome.
I'm going to tell you something. I want to say right now, before we leave this segment, I know you two personally, and you two could have a choice to go anywhere in this nation you wanted to go and fish and do well, because I know you can catch fish. Why do you love Tennessee so?
I mean, there's so many different opportunities, like you just listed, all the fish we fish for. I mean, we get a little bit bored with one fish, we just switch species.
Yeah.
And do something else. I mean, you can't be bored around here.
And you
There's
can
so
go
much
from
water. We haven't even touched all the rivers and streams that we could fish around here at all. And we haven't even left Middle Tennessee. We haven't even gone to East
I know
Tennessee at all.
y'all
So-
stay right here in Middle Tennessee.
Cumberland Plateau, Tennessee River drainage. That's what I tell people all the time. They say, "Oh, what river do you fish?" I say, "We fish from the Cumberland Plateau to the Tennessee River drainage, and everything in between. And there's not streams we haven't touched, and we're after catching giant fish." And
We're also talking about, you haven't even ventured out to East Tennessee where it's got
No.
the free-flowing water coming from the mountains and
Right.
everything, where there's some hosses in
Oh,
there
yeah,
too.
no doubt. We just don't have time.
You just
I mean,
don't. I mean, you're
have
still.
time.
Are you still learning these waters though? Is it
Yes.
still
And
a
I-
challenge to you?
Well, I don't want to say a challenge, but one thing Nick and I pride ourselves on, and I want to say this for any fisherman: the day you think you have everything figured out, you might as well quit fishing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
You're done.
We're progressing every day, and that's why he and I we guide together, and that's why we have this business together, is push each other and progress. Because the day you think you have fishing figured out, you might as well quit fishing, because fishing is a learning progression, and you're never going to learn everything there is every day you fish. And man, when you go out to a stream or to a river, and we're out there to learn and try and figure out those fish, those old wise fish. The older we get, the wiser we get.
That's
the
right.
more we want to figure out those old wise fish. We're not out to catch 12
Now you
and
guys
15 inch
aren't
fish
there
anymore.
to catch 12-inch fish.
No.
You guys are there to catch the 5 and 6 pound smallmouth in the creeks and stuff
Yeah.
like
if
that.
we don't pull a 20-inch smallmouth, we're not happy. I mean, at all. I mean, disappointed. When just me and him are fishing.
That's it. We're cutting the show. I'm going with Nick. We're out of here, Nick. I also got to say, I have followed you guys for years now. We've all become friends.
Yeah.
But you two are best friends. And I want to say that I love the way you two encourage one another, but you do it in a competitive spirit. And it's fun to watch. It really is. And that's what I want to say. If you just want to be entertained while you're fishing, you can't beat these two guys right here. And I'm telling you, you're not going to go fast in the water. You're going to be, either we're going canoeing or we're going wading, or we might get in a boat and go a little bit.
Yep.
But it's not going to be 75 mile an hour with your hair on fire. It's going to be, you're going to take in some scenery that a lot of people, I'm going to tell you something, Nick, a lot of people have not seen our scenery in Middle Tennessee from a river like the Caney or the Duck. Or
A
the
lot of
Duck
other
River
streams that you're
still
not-
has some of the most beautiful stuff in it, and people don't know it's there.
I had a muskie trip last weekend, and the people didn't fish half the time because they were looking around going how pretty it was. I mean, just the water, the otters, just everything they saw.
I'm telling you. Hey, we got to do our deal of the week, so let's go to it right now. This week's deal of the week. Let me show you this. This is at Highland Rim Tractor Company. This is their 4540 Mahindra tractor with a front end loader. Ladies and gentlemen, this bad boy will do just about anything you can imagine out there. And it's all hydrostatic drive. So in big, huge turf tire, or the tires there will get you some decent traction. but you've got a front end loader on there, or you can get it without the front end loader. It is a great tractor. It is a 42 horse, but it's able to do just about anything you want. Go visit them out there in Millersville, Tennessee, right there at Highland Rim Tractor Company, or simply go to our website at Southern Woods and Waters, and you will find their website. They're a brand new sponsor, and we really appreciate Miss Linda Story and John Story for being out there and taking care of us. Okay. All right, our next one here is I want to encourage you right now. Please go to our Facebook page and like and share Southern Woods and Waters. Tell us what you think about it. You can message me through the Facebook page. We'd love to hear from you. And with that, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to get in depth on some of these baits that you think might be too big. But we're going to show you it's all about how you use them. Be right back to more Southern Woods and Waters.